Alright, guys, don't let a few people get in here. I'm just gonna spin a few of these caps. I gotta order a bunch of slugs. Cavity can slugs. I noticed this radio had a couple of slugs that were cracked, and a couple of them that were really, really. Alright. Let's pull this little cap. Absolutely. Sorry, fellas. Opposite side. Cap ought to be laying on the table. Directly above that, all right. Got a coupler. Coupler setting. Coupler. Cap. All right. Let's check this cap. We're going to replace it, but 2.2 at 50. 2.2 at 50. 2,900 and something nanofarad. Let's put some of this stuff back. 2.2 and 50. Okay, well, I don't even want to use these. I'm not going to use my gold caps. I'm going to use these. .2s. Grab one of these 2.2s out of here. Get that bugger changed. Now we're going to go ahead and suck this other one. I'm going to go ahead and pop this 1,000 in. Come here. All right. I'm going to load this 1,000. Oops. Alright, now we're going to go back. Immediately, I'm not even going to solder that yet. We're going to remove that cap. See if I can do it with my memory without looking. Just by reading the board here. Should be right there. And a little bit more. Oh, my tester got hung in my scratch pad. All right. Now this is a 10 microfarad at 25 volt. We'll check it for funnies. That cap means changed. 12.39 microfarad, 2.8 ESR. That cap's shit. I'm just checking my. One thing I don't like about these style connectors, folks. These in two, so it'll go here. Just making sure they're not on the edge of breaking off. They break real easy. In fact, I'm going to make all new ones. About time to do that too. One, two. Straighten this one up. See how this one never got tinned. I used to tin them and then I quit because when you tin them, then it makes them break faster because they're rigid. So 1, 2, and gate 3. Verify. Gate 1, gate 2, gate 3. All right. And we need a 10 microfarad. That's going to be 25 volt factory. 10 at 25. Yep. All right. Then we'll go back and all right. A lot of corrosive glue on these resistors. Just making sure where they glued the chokes, if they're not eating through the legs of the resistor. That should be one of the inductors. Yeah, that's L42 inductor for the driver. Then we ought to have there's a buffer. Where do they use? Should be like a 2314. But let me see. C2314, so it's got the factory. And L. Which is bridge for fucking top back circuit. Decoupling. D15. I don't need the flashlight now. It's just making me boom. Ten. Didn't. Sean. Okay. Q. There's Q24. Intact. Let's see. J10. All right, gee, that's definitely tempered. I'm making sure that some of these resistors have been changed. Charlie. Really? Hmm. Okay. All right. Wow, ain't it? All right. There it went. That's what I was looking for. Alright. Now we're in business. Now we'll pull that. And pull that. Alright. Yep. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. I just didn't see it. We're good. Yeah, we're good. It's right here. There we go. Now we won't have to worry about it. Now we'll make friends with it. Beautiful. And turn the radio around. And right up by the balance modulator. It's the balance modulator. Yep, it's a balance modulator. Or the mix. Okay, no, it's over here. My bad. Alright. There's that cap right. Let's see. Poly trimmer. There's the trimmer. Right there. All right. You little rag dog, sons of a bitch. I missed it that time. I ain't gonna lie to you, either one of you. I missed it. I'm right beside it. And that's running. Okay, it's cattywampus. Yep. So sets cattywampus. Right there. I bet I got it this time. I think we got it. We might have to. Oh yeah, we definitely got it that time. $47 mic, 16 volt. Let me touch up these other spots here that I desoldered. Clean our pass through the cap that we removed. And then we'll solder these back. There we go. Don't settle for nothing but perfect. Alright, so that's 47 at 16. I got a bad habit of putting that dadgum. I use these tubes, guys, to put my Kestra 41 in here. I wrap it in these dowels. I buy these dowels. Comes with 60-40 solder inside of it. I just use that little bit of solder. And then I put my good stuff inside of it. I just don't like working off these big rolls. I like to work out of those little tubes. It's just, I've done it since I was a little kid, so that's what I do. 47 at 16. My damn hands giving me so much trouble. Alright. 47 microfarad, 25 volt. Alright. I just used the 25 because it ain't gonna make no damn difference. Working voltage in here. As long as we are not below the working voltage. So, what are we doing here? Okay, we're down here. I'm in the middle of. Alright, there's that one. Let's go right down here. Right up here on this RF rail, we have a little bitty. Can I get to it? Sits right on the can. Feeds the can. It sets east and west. So that won't be hard. You got a cap, coupling cap, got the TX mixer. So that's C149 buffer. That's that coupler. C149. Both the cans. So, coupler. And it says cattywampus. Alright, that ain't too hard. It's a little bit tricky because you got two of them side by side. Those are my inductors. All right, there it is. It's the only one cattywampus. All right. I've been needing to get this finished. Come on. I know. It's a tight spot. And then you got the damn tin there that wants to rob my heat. There we go. There was a good pull. And one more. All right, that got it. That's that 4-7, correct? Yep. All right, we can ditch him. Now we'll come down here, and this guy will be setting in wax. So don't get stupid when you go to remove it. $16, 2.2. Oh, is that 22? $2.2. That's 22 microfarad. See, you gotta pay attention. 22 mic, and that's 16 volt. 22. So we'll go 22, 25. Jesus, Justin. 22 microfarad, 25 volt. You make damn sure you don't change the capacitance. Alright, that one ain't going nowhere. Now we gotta do this one. So now we'll do this one. It sets right up against the IC and it's buffered. Okay, now he's got this. Well, I just seen this, guys. I just seen this. Are you kidding me? There it is. There's the freaking problem. I just found the problem. The whole problem I've been looking for. Thank God. And what is that? Is that the leg of the... Let me see what that is. What is that? Oh my gosh. Is that where he's... Okay. Whoever's been looking for the... Okay, there's that. Where they cut that jumper. So it's the leg. Okay, it's the emitter leg. All right, we're getting somewhere. So I found a lifted trace, guys. And it's just barely soldered, and it was completely lifted. It's actually making connection, but that might be that funny little spur that we're trying to find. There it is. All right, let's get these done real quick so I can move on. Okay. Beautiful. Get this one. Get the angle one, hard angle first. Nothing to it. Beautiful. Now we're going to grab this leg, and I'm actually going to come in behind. We don't have a lot of space here. Come in behind. We can cut these. Okay. Give this one a little scratch-a-rooski. a little in there where I knock that flux off. A little over here where I was at. Okay, so we got this one. Good. Beautiful. Clean. Good. Good. Alright, now I want to address this lifted emitter leg. First thing I'm going to do is just suck all the solder plumb off the leg. Just take it all. Oh yeah, we got to lift. We got to lift. That's lifted. That ain't even connected because the trace is over here. That might be part of our issue here. We're going to fix that, and we're going to fix it right now. These tips are really pretty good for cheap suckers. So now I'm going to scratch all the coat, clear coat off the trace. And then we're going to join all this pad as one. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Get a little alcohol, clean up behind myself. After we get this done, go ahead and get the alcohol ready so we can clean the flux stuff off where we've been working. First, I'm going to address this, take care of this. That ain't going to be no big deal. We're just going to solder that all in one little island. I'm going to go ahead and do this areas that I soldered. Just clean them up. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. This one back here we got to fix. This is where they tied on some type of little jumper back here. Then we're going to come back here and solder up this big cap. All right. Pretty well went through that. Q-tip. All right. All right, I like it. It looks pretty good. solder up this cap on the other side. What was this one? 22 mic we just replaced. Alright, so we're going to come over here and solder this cap now. This main cap. Just getting all the cotton from the Q-tips off the board. Alright, let's solder up the big cap here. Throw these legs away before I forget why everything's stabilizing over there. I got a whole pile of capacitor legs here. Alright, let me solder this cap. I'm gonna a little bit more solder. Alright, now we're going to second pin. Feed it the solder. And get out of there. Alright. Now we'll come back right behind that. Nice brush. Now we're going to go shop vac. Put the vac on all this. Make sure all our tins are up. Not been pushed down. I literally almost forgot. Literally. We gotta solder this issue here. I just remembered. That's what I was fixing. Alright, that's the emitter. This is what starts the whole chain of events. Let's fix this. Now we're going to tie that in to this pad. Just like that. Now we're going to come back over here. Tie it in. Come back, feed it some more. And that's good. Nothing more we need to do to that. Now, what we got to do is clean up after ourselves. Well, we got a little bit of solder there. A little solder ball. And I actually see a little flux. Okay, that's a mirroring effect that I'm seeing. It's making me look like they're bridged. I'm going to clean that up with the tip of my solder gun by pushing this pad away. Just like that. We're going to do it again. Beautiful. Now I'm going to retouch that pad. Which won't take shit. A little bit of solder there. All right. Oh, that looks a lot better. Now we'll just solder that 2 little pads back on the right. And then we'll be out of here. So we'll come right here. We're just going to flow. Then we're going to come to this pad and join those together. You know what? I'm just going to hit all these right here. Beautiful. Little chip right here. Just touching the chip up. And got a relay right beside it. Touching all this stuff up. All right. All right. I think that looks pretty good, guys. Don't see anything else that I need to touch up. Yeah, actually I do. Let's touch this stuff up. Let's touch this transistor. Base, emitter, collector. Coupling capacitor. give this thing a little bit of a reflow down through here. While I'm here with a good gun, good hot gun. Just go through here. I'm just going to kind of touch this board up a little bit, guys, while I'm here. This don't hurt anything. Now, if you don't have soldering skills, you don't want to be doing this. Just go down here working. Don't have to do the whole board. I'm just touching up spots that look like they can use a little solder. For the most part, everything looks real good. So doesn't hurt to come through here and touch some of this stuff up. What I'm doing is hitting like ICs. Make sure you clean your tip as you're doing this. Just got to go through, just get everything a nice little touch up. Paying attention to what you're doing, so you're not causing bridges or. And most importantly, keeping the gun tip extremely clean. I think we're at a pretty good stopping point here, guys. We're going to shop back. I'm going to vac this out. Just coming through, hitting these filled. Making sure everything's good. I like that little cap right there. We're going to push it back. Because I was soldering it. I can feel it. We're going to push it. That's fucking amazing, dude. There we go. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that. Clean both those pads off. I got the cap in my hand. That's a 1 mic 50. I just put a brand new cap in it. That leg broke off. Now I probably just did it. It didn't break off. It pulled out. I'm just gonna put another one in it rather than wrestle with it. Where we at here? 1 microfarad, 50 volts. I'm sure I did it when I was resoldering. But I caught it. So instead of trying to solder that short leg bitch, I'm putting a brand new one in it. And before we can do any of that, we're going to come down here and suck the through holes open again. So there's 1. There's 2. Now we'll grab the cap. Hands are wet from grabbing that sponge. Now we'll slap this cap in here. 50 volt, 1 mic. And we just ain't gonna wrestle with it. What do you think about that? Not that we were wrestling, but I'm not gonna try to fish it. And just like that. We're back in business. All right. Cut that one. Cut that one. Now we're going to take a light, soft brush. And there it is. All right. I think that's a good place to stop tonight, guys. Now I gotta bench the radio and realign anything that's going to need aligned because we've changed some caps. It's knocking the flux off all this. Where I was. It's knocking the flux back. So it looks like we care. It's right in here where we were reflowing. All right. All right. All right. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm just goofing off. Trying to get some stuff caught up. Now let's see if we can get all this thing dialed in for eventually. But look at there. Comes on and it didn't blow up in my face. What's that mean? Well, it comes on. Now I put the bias board back in it, and I gotta look at setting the bias and all that. So, but we're good. It comes on. All right, guys, I had to piss. About to piss my pants. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you updated.